Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for allowing me to be part of your day. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Guys, the Mackenzie Sharilla case, okay, which is the Dominic Russo unaliving and the Davion Flanagan unaliving. So Davion was 19, Dominic was 20, just a month shy of his 21st birthday. And Mackenzie was very close to her 18th birthday when she plowed into a brick building, and Davion and Dominic didn't make it. Mackenzie did. I don't think Mackenzie's intention was to make it. I think she lost her temper. I think she's incredibly selfish and entitled, as we will see in these messages from Melly. So please go check out her channel. I will put the link below. She's doing great work reading these text messages. I just want to comment on them. Those that don't know, I did work inside of a couple jails. I was a commissary manager at one point, and an assistant kitchen supervisor, and then a kitchen supervisor at another point, and I worked in two different jails in the Arlington area. So I also, my late ex-wife was also an inmate that I met while she was incarcerated in like a drug unit program there. Anyway, so I know a little bit about it. This was a long time ago. It was before tablets, but I still know human nature. After that, about 10 years ago, I did have my KSAC, and I worked for a drug treatment center, residential for kids. And the average age, I want to say, was between 14 and 17 years old. So, guys, I know a little bit about the attitude of this, and I've dealt with a lot of parents that have not helped their children, but it's been more important to them to have a friendship relationship with their kids. And sometimes this is what it turns into. You can't help your kids when you have entitled them to do so much, including speak to you poorly, take advantage of situations, not teach them no, just basically be afraid of them. I think it happens when parents are lazy with their kids at the beginning, or they don't want to hear their kids cry. That's what it is, in my opinion. They don't want to deal with a crying baby, so they give them anything to stop them from crying. And, unless they really need food or need their diaper changed or there's something going on, it's okay that they cry a little bit. It toughens them up. It shows them they can't get everything that they want. It's important to achieve the things you need. It's not necessarily important to get everything you want. It's nice to get some of the things that you want, but you can't get everything you want. You can't live a life like that, because when you live a life like that, you don't know what it feels like to be on the other side of it until you're on the other side of it. Now, Mackenzie, who lived a life of privilege and entitlement, and her parents basically didn't want to deal with her, she lived with her boyfriend. Now, they were together 4 or 5 years. She was only almost 18, very close to 18. We'll say she was 18. She was 13, 14 years old dating this guy. And I'm not saying anything wrong about Dominic. He's not here to defend himself, for sure. And he was a passenger in the car who didn't deserve what happened. And, he was going to be 21 years old. So there was a 3-year age difference, which is a decent gap at that period of time. I'm not saying at 27 to 24 it's a big deal, or at 32 to 29. But I do think from 17 to 14, it is a big deal. It is a big deal, because then you got 18 to 15. You see what I'm saying? So It is a big deal in my opinion, and she pretty much lived with him because he had a house, a little house next to his mom, and that's where she spent a lot of her time. So her parents should have nipped it in the bud and had stopped that, and his parents should have said something to him like, hey, you could get in trouble legally if something were to happen, fight, Anyway, that didn't happen. They ended up burying their son, and so did Davion's family. But Mackenzie survived the crash, and things started coming out about her. And she started, even while she was in the hospital, she claims these emails, she claims that Dominic was her soulmate, her other half. The other half. Yet, it seems like a month after his unaliving, she's trying to get modeling deals. It seems like 2.5 months after his unaliving, she's dressing as a corpse. She's going to concerts before then. It doesn't look like there's anything. I'm not saying that she was thrilled to death. Excuse me. I think that she liked the attention that a grieving girlfriend was getting, even though she only grieved when it was convenient for her. So in these text messages, and I'm not going to play them all, obviously I want you to go to Melly's channel. There's one thing that stands out, and it is that she wants to get into Dominic's house, a place where she used to live, and get his phone. Now on his phone, we find out that he has had messages. He has taken recordings of her, threatening him with breaking things if she didn't come in, if he didn't let her into the house, keying his car, destruction of things, threatening her behavior, calling him names, things that wouldn't make her look very good. And she wants to get into the house, it seems, to get that. She says, I just want to get in there and lie on his bed. I just want to stay on his floor. I just want to smell him and be with him. But his mother has now come to the realization that something happened and it wasn't just an accident. The mother had asked Mackenzie, why didn't you call me to pick you up that night? And she said, well, we weren't fucked up. Remember, there's a very deliberate turn that Mackenzie makes 50 seconds, less than a minute, before she goes over 100 miles an hour down a street that she's been to before, that has no way out and just a building ahead of it, that she plows into going over 100 miles an hour. Guys, my problem with these messages that she leaves is that she feels like she's comparing her loss of Dominic, the one that, whatever happened that night, she drove into a brick building, to his mother that gave birth to him, that was there for all of his almost 21 years, that saw him through everything, that had hopes and dreams. She's trying to compare her hurt to that. Her parents never taught her boundaries. Let the grieve. Give this woman a chance. Really, give this woman of the unalived young man whose life you took, Mackenzie, give her a chance. But no, it's more important to her. See, car crash Kenzie, she is trying to, and it's so important as well, that the narrative of her is changed, because people have started to come out and say, she's very mean, she's said things before, and even Dominic's mom remembers 2 weeks before the accident that her son Dominic called her up and said, can you please come and get me? Mackenzie is driving like a crazy person and wants to crash the car. She's threatening to crash the car. She said that before. Her friends have heard her say that before. Did she really have the attitude, if I'm miserable, you're not going to be here? And we'll all not be here, and I'm going to make that decision. Somebody, I think it was the judge, that referred to Davion as just luggage or a baggage. He was, unfortunately, in that car that night. It had nothing to do with Davion. He was a kid that wanted a way home. He was a kid that was hanging with a friend. He had spent time at Dominic's. He was staying there because his parents had gone away and they didn't trust him in their house. This isn't their fault. I talk about an interview that they have, but they entrusted Dominic with their son. Even though they were only like a year or so apart, Davion was 19 years old, you know. And Car Crash is acting like somebody else drove the car and she was a passenger in it. She's acting like she hasn't made plans to do modeling, that she hasn't laughed and joked, that she hasn't made plans to go to concerts. She hasn't grieved properly. And Dominic's mom is finding out that maybe it wasn't an accident. Perhaps it wasn't. Chances are it wasn't an accident. And Dominic's mom is going through the grief process of her young son that was a month shy of his 21st birthday, right? And how this girl is just out laughing and joking and how she wants, make time for me. I want to grieve with the family too. I know I put him through that wall. I know because of me, he's not here. I'm sorry, I don't remember why. I don't remember what happened. But please just allow me, and I want to go into his house and ... And this is when the parents should say, leave them alone. I'm not talking about Dominic's parents. I'm talking about Kenzie's parents. Car Crash's parents. Car Crash Kenzie's parents should have taught her a long time ago. You need to respect when you're at somebody else's house. You need to respect elders. You need to do this. Show your best side. She doesn't show her best side. Her best side has yet to be shown. Maybe in front of the judge when she was smiling before she got her sentence. You saw that smile went to crash, right? That smile just crashed. Kind of like Car Crash. Car Crash Kenzie. Guys, listen to some of these text messages. And then please go check out Mellie's channels because she's done a lot of work. Yeah, and she reads them really well, as you'll see. So guys, listen to some of these text messages. I'm just going to pick a few of them. And yeah, we're going to stay on this case. Tell me what you think. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, and share. Appreciate you. Bye.
Oh, Mackenzie says, I'm going to get a tattoo on my finger for him. I know I've been asking, but do you think I will be able to come just be at his house for a little bit someday soon? You don't even have to be there or see me, because I understand that's hard for you. I just want to be there for you. I just want to be there so bad. I feel like it will help me a little bit, and I just want to grab some things, and I will ask you if I can take them before I do. Christine says, I don't think you understand how incredibly hard this has been on me.
Christine is Dominic's mom. That's Miss Russo. And she really, really, really wants to get in that house, huh?
I haven't gone there except to get clothes to bury him in. Mackenzie says, no, I completely understand. I feel so bad. I wish I could take your pain away. I'm hurting too. He was my soulmate. I was there every day with him. You guys were literally my second family. You don't even need to go inside the house. You can just unlock the door. I just want to smell him so bad and feel his energy. It doesn't have to be today, just soon. Maybe when you're ready to see me, we could go inside Dom's house together, so we don't have to do it alone. I just want to see you. This hurt. Christine says, it hurts more than I could ever imagine. Mackenzie says, do you think I will be able to come see you soon? Or come hang out with everybody? Or can I go in his house and just be there for a little bit? You don't even have to see me.